Okay, good morning. It's the end of the month. I've got some problems today. The defaulted rent for the storage units today, if it's not paid today, will incur another $45 fee, and it'll go into sale mode on the Virginia storages. Now, I'm trying to contact the guy, and he's not answering his phone. So if he didn't go into work today, or something like that, since it's already in default mode, he's got to be the one that deals with it in this company. Nobody else can deal with it, according to their policy. So if he's not in today, I go in with $45 more money, and my account goes into sale mode, which I won't be able to get it out of until it's caught up, and it'll be in default on March rent tomorrow. So I would need 2 months tomorrow if this guy just isn't at work. That's how screwed up this is. And the other problem is I can't keep calling him on my cell phone if I go anywhere, because my cell phone only has 10 minutes left, and that's already gone into default. And the company, instead of taking the darn $25 out of the money that's on account at the cell phone company, they stopped rolling the plan dollars and started taking direct pay-as-you-go fees, which are higher for them. It's like 10 cents a minute instead of 5 cents a minute or whatever, and they just take it out of the that. So pretty soon that $25 isn't going to be able to be used to pay my plan, which is going to be another problem. So I mean, this stuff is just so complex and interwoven, and one thing just relies on another thing to such an extent. It's a leveraged specter of reality that everything just collapses other things when something's done in a way that's like that. Because my whole system's set up to have the buffers, which I had, and then they were milked out by collections that I was supposed to have been having get held back because I ended up cannibalizing my cards when they were supposed to be the buffer. So now I'm in the situation where I'm at all my cards are at 30% interest now instead of 10% because of paying things that way. I'm always like 1 day, or in some cases 1 hour ahead of complete collapse that'll screw me up for 7 years. And I'm always living under the gun, and this is why this is why I'm not always so jovial, because I've always has all this garbage that I'm dealing with. That's really the unseen part of these videos. But anyway, that's what I'm dealing with today, is trying to get this storage rent dealt with, and the telephone dealt with, cell phone. And I still have 2 other mainline phones. My Pungo line is off. They're only $20 a year Magic Jack phones, but they're still off because they don't have the darn $20. I mean, that's how tight this is. So we'll see what happens today. I don't know. And then I'll have a wrap-up of 2008, and I'll have to make it quick since I just burned a lot of the 15 minutes YouTube gives you on this. Okay. I did fix the problem with the storage units. He called back, and I dealt with it like 2 hours to spare. So that was kind of close. They said that they would have sold the unit. So it's lucky that I did it, because they have an auction tomorrow. Anyway, I'm wrapping up February, so right now I'm going to read you the list of what was succeeded and whatnot. This just to wrap the month up. Okay, new stuff, successes and failures. Started the milestone log, which keeps track of the which is this thing that I'm reading off of, which keeps track of the successes and failures for the month. Started the overall tracking system, which is a general system that I think I mentioned in another vlog. Started the receipt tracking log, which is the uses the Ziplocs and all that. Started the key organization system, which you saw in other vlogs, me installing it. Started a checking account for Fox Fence, which is the basic, that and the fictitious name registration, which is already done, is really the basic part of the business, and you go from there, just continuing to build on it. There I started the Ziploc receipt storage and processing system. I started the float tracking system, which without Kaya running the finances, I've been having a heck of a time tracking all the bank accounts, and I started a separate account just for floats so that I could keep track of that. Credit score went up about 2 points, but it's still pathetic. The opted-out household MasterCard got paid off and eliminated, which is a plus. It knocks $25 a month off my outlay. I set up an eBay processing area. I set up physPhoenix.com to point to this YouTube page, so it'll be easy to tell people where to point to. It just redirects to YouTube's my physPhoenix page on YouTube. I already said I started a checking account for Fox Fence. Oh, here's the best thing. I won a 10-year battle and won the final Kaya domain. Now I have all the major domains for KAIIA.com. So I'm going to be able to set up for Kaya Robotics, Kaya Systems, and it's going to take a while because I don't have any financing and whatnot, but that's a big plus, because that's some good net real estate for Kaya. Okay, I repaired. Here's the neutral things that were accomplished, just maintenance things. I repaired Cherry's brake light. I refined the ACH system. Cherry's brake light, that'll allow me to continue my work search, otherwise I'd be getting tickets. I refined the ACH system, which is still a work in progress. I'm going to have to complete in March. Wachovia has been replaced with PNC Bank because Wells Fargo took over Wachovia, and Wells Fargo just sucks. No nice way to say it. I hate Wells Fargo. Hosting space got paid, the yearly hosting space without defaulting. My Pungo phone was restored. The Pungo business license was paid. I reinstated Trico Federal Credit Union as a point in my ACH system. My post office box locks were all replaced. I never had all the keys for them, and they replaced them because there was a missing key floating around that they had from the prior owner. February 2011 domains were paid. The revolving credit cards were all kept up this month. No defaults, no lateness. The VA fictitious name certificates, I got copies of every one of them when I thought I lost everything. Now I had been missing two, and now I have them all. The VA February storage was paid on the 28th, that's today, after it defaulted on around, it was due the 1st, so it was never paid until now, so it's been locked most of the month. And I cleared a good-sized processing area in the bedroom for a secondary processing area I probably use for paperwork and whatnot. Okay, here's the failures. I'm running out of time here. YouTube only gives you 15 minutes. Okay, failures. Hedgehog went into an endless reboot loop and was shut down. That's one of my Windows computers. somehow it got hacked or something. It just kept rebooting. It's done for, so I have to replace that next month. Gave up on George as a likely business partner. George is obviously done. He just doesn't feel like doing anything anymore, so I don't count on him, and it might change though. I temporarily lost the bank card book, causing 3 cards to be reordered. I got 2 of them so far. I'm waiting on a 3rd. I abandoned FoxyTwister.mobi. They started charging $23 a year, just not worth it for a .mobi, which nobody ever goes to anyhow. I have all the other main ones. Actually, I have them through Renee, who's been helping me with that, and the Kaya ones, so that's pretty cool. Progressive Insurance, I still owe the money from defaulting on the last payment for that. I switched to State Farm. Southern States Fuel still in default, about 120 days now. Florida units in default still. Florida storage. Pennsylvania storage, I have no clue what's going on there. I'm going to have to get in touch with them or something. My New Jersey storage, which is actually my sister's, I had to get a trailer there and I didn't get it, which is one main thing I want to do. I cleared, I still have Virginia personal property tax defaults, which I don't have any clue how I'm going to pay them. It's in the hundreds. And my vacuum cleaner beater bar malfunctioned, which I'm going to have to fix next month sometimes. It still vacuums, but the beater bar doesn't work. Well, I'm running out of time. YouTube only gives you 15 minutes on these stupid things, at least until you become a partner, then you can get up to half hour, but I only get 15 minutes. And I'll see you tomorrow, and tomorrow I'll open with March's plans and whatnot. Have a good night.